Welcome. How would humans behave if we really wanted to live out the phrase, on earth as it is in heaven? This is not meant to be a religious idea. Heaven is a word anyone can use for the world they want to live in. So what kind of world do you want? You can't create what you think is not possible. Are we willing to unlearn the idea that we can't have heaven on earth? Are we willing to participate in what heaven here on earth would require of us? Keep in mind that if humans could design heaven on earth, they would have already done so. Heaven is already designed, and it comes into form through the laws of nature. For humans, the key to peacefully existing within these laws is the humility required to trust and cooperate within the natural systems that we do not fully understand, we can't design, and we definitely don't control. In other words, anyone who truly wants heaven on earth must trust and not try to control the power of an already existing operating system that is supportive and beneficial to all life. To have the lives that we want, we must be responsible within this system. This means letting go of whatever is detrimental to others. The bottom line is that what we do to others, we do to ourselves. So we have to let go of anything or any behavior in our lives that's detrimental to others. Are we humans willing to do this? Or will we insist on keeping the false protections of fear and greed that stem from arrogance and ignorance? I'm Dr. Lynette, and in this video, we're going to look at 8 areas, starting with the more basic. These include your existence in heaven on earth, how we need to operate within the laws of nature as they are there to provide security for us, what the security asks of each of us, where to pay attention to see heaven on earth, how our bodies are tools that can guide our attention, examples of mistakes that we make when we are blind to the problems that we manufacture, ideas about why we are on earth in the first place, and the importance of you in heaven on earth. This video is within a series of 5 videos about heaven on earth, and this channel includes over 100 videos about improving relationships, about expanding understandings of nature's systems, about improving human systems, and more. And if you want to see these videos, please subscribe to the channel. And remember to click on the like button, and you can share your comments in the comment section below the videos. So back to heaven on earth. Nature holds the resources needed for all of life. And nature does not support what does not serve life. We live within nature, and we can't escape the laws of nature. So intentionally aligning your life within the operating systems of nature is healing for you. And when we do this collectively, it heals our species. So what does this mean? Well, the interdependence of personal and collective well-being is a law of nature. Whatever the seeming personal cost to you of collective well-being is like a shiny penny paid towards the wealth of personal and collective well-being. And I say shiny because it gets immediate short-term attention. Whatever your personal cost, the shiny penny, it may seem like a high price in the moment, but no price is actually paid and no value is lost. When you harmonize your life within the laws of nature that you're embedded in, your penny is actually invested. And the value of this investment, the value of your life, it becomes infinite. You are a seed planted in the richest soil. Because of our interdependence, respecting the best of yourself is not selfish. It is good for everyone. The needs of others are the needs of yourself. Seeing heaven means understanding this, and experiencing heaven means living out your personal desires, your focus, and your actions for the collective well-being. It means aligning your focus and your actions and your goals with those of nature's harmony, with those of the laws of nature, which brings you into the collective well-being. Be aware of and accept that your well-being is interdependent with and embedded in our collective well-being. Yours and the collective well-being are mutually dependent on each other. This cannot be understood by using emotional reactions. Interdependence is a clear fact, and it's a powerful truth. It's not something to argue with or to be afraid of. Fearing interdependence is like being afraid of the truth. Using wisdom and love, you can understand it. But if you use fear, you can't understand it. Heaven on earth includes everyone. Each is an emerging life out of all of existence. You are emerging from the past, the present, and you are creating the future. We have to realize that judging or excluding anyone, it stems from arrogance and ignorance. And the intersection of arrogance and ignorance is false pride, a false sense of power and strength that eats away at itself like a cancer. Look around you if you want to see the proof for that. Believing that judgment and exclusion can support life ultimately creates fear in those doing the judging. So see problems as a flashlight for what needs healing, not as an obstacle limiting your life. Our physical bodies are our vehicles within nature here on earth. These bodies give us signals to guide us. And I've done several videos about the emotional messages that our bodies give us, but our bodies also give us signals in other ways. When we pay attention to these signals, we grow internal resources like patience, compassion, empathy, self-care, community, and so much more. As our personal and collective awareness evolves, the awareness of our body also becomes more attuned to what is beneficial and what is not. Even the physical body's death is a feature and not a bug in nature's harmonic systems. Death is not meant to be judged. Physical energy does not die. It transforms, and some would say it heals. Whether you believe in an afterlife or not, your physical vehicle, your body, was created from and will continue to be energy. The energy of you used to be stardust, and then it became you, and it will continue on after your physical body stops breathing. We can't change or override these laws of nature, and the sooner we stop trying to do this, the sooner we can witness our home in the collective well-being of heaven on earth. We can modify our environments, and we can create more compassionate environments for the collective well-being. We can experience our lives as vehicles of love. When we share, there is plenty for everyone. Experiencing the love in yourself is experiencing the heaven within you. On the other hand, when we do harm to other life on the planet, we harm ourselves. Of course, we don't do this with self-harm as an intended goal. In fact, we may be so caught up in man-made competitions of power and money that we don't see the damage that we do in trying to win against or at the cost of others. When we compete over resources, the results are hoarding and deprivation. What we do to others, we do to ourselves, including the deprivation of resources. When we deprive others of physical or emotional resources, we ourselves pay for the pain in our collective. When we create pain in the collective, we feel it. This is not something that we can get away from or outmaneuver. An example of this is in the institutional blindness that creates a payment system of vengeance, where the punishment does more damage to the collective than the initial offense did. For example, the revenge payment of holding someone in isolation for decades with the sole purpose of killing the person in the end. Death row is one of the most expensive places and isolating places to live. If we put the same person in the general prison population for the same number of years, hundreds of thousands of dollars could then be used to feed thousands of hungry children. This would require prioritizing the goals of protecting society and decreasing suffering over the goal of revenge. Why are we here on earth? We are here to learn the reasons within ourselves to care for each other. It's in embracing the laws of nature that we can end our suffering and heal our self-inflicted wounds. We must align our goals with those of the natural world that we are a part of, that we are dependent on. Care and compassion for others is care and healing for ourselves. Healing and resurrection are for everyone, and we must believe in and entrust our lives to this power of love. Another example of trying to live out, or trying to live in a way that we outmaneuver the power of love, is when we pay for the emotional torture and physical death of other animals so that we can turn the remnants of their physical bodies into commodities to buy and sell in order to compete in man-made money competitions. But eventually, voluntarily or not, we will have to let go of anything or any system that does not serve the health of all beings. The power of heaven's patterns on earth, that power does not support the life of anything less than what's beneficial for all. One way or another, we are each we're immersed in this healing power. Choose to trust love in this life. Do not choose a fear-filled suicide of our species. Either way, our energy will be healed into something greater than ourselves. So let's be in the greatness of love, the wholeness of life now. Where do you look to see your best life? You see it in every moment that you trust that you are necessary to all life. You're necessary to everything. There is no unity or collective well-being without you. What you experience within yourself when you trust the power of your love and when you trust our unity, this experience, it cleanses you of any doubt about love's power in your life. This experience is your understanding of what divine eyes already see in you. Thy will of love be done in my earthly life as it is in heaven. It is here. And we know it when we return our minds into the depths of our hearts, into our gardens of Eden. Eat from the tree of life. Release any dependence that you have on thoughts that are held in fear and judgment. Judgment is at the intersection of ignorance and fear. Unconditional love is where there is wholeness of life. Heaven is found in you, in your mind of love, and in your cooperation, in your alignment with all of life. So are you aware of and living according to your interdependence with all life? When you do, you can experience the wonderful sense of you in our collective well-being. If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, and share the video to help it reach out to more people. Videos on this channel are about love's power, about nature, about relationships, about communication skills, and about more. So it is free to subscribe. Welcome and thank you so much for your time.